Detectives are appealing for the public's help to trace a man who is wanted in connection with a serious assault in Uxbridge. Police were called to an address in Arkley Close, UB8 at around 22:40 hours on Friday, July the 7th. Officers attended and found a 24-year-old woman and a 19-year-old man who had both been assaulted. The man had stab wounds and was taken to a West London hospital by the London Ambulance Service. His injuries have since been assessed as non-life-changing. The woman did not require hospital treatment. The suspect, who has been named as 23-year-old Sam Gray, was known to the victim. He left the scene prior to police arrival. It is believed Gray made off in a Peugeot with the registration KP13KNW, and detectives believe he may now have left the London area. He has links to Eastleigh in Hampshire, and it is believed he may have returned to that area. Anyone with information about Gray's whereabouts should call 999, giving the reference 915307JUL.
A man has been jailed for a minimum of 32 years after a fatal stabbing in Enfield in 2017. Jared Spence Robinson, 26 of no fixed abode, was convicted of murdering 23-year-old Seun Macmillan following a trial at the Old Bailey in February. On Friday, July 7, he was sentenced to life imprisonment with a minimum of 32 years.
Seun and Spence Robinson were known to each other and had fallen out in a row over money that Spence Robinson believed was owed to him. On the 2nd of May 2017, Spence Robinson was informed by a telephone call that Seun was in the Cowper Gardens area of Southgate, and he traveled to the scene to find him. On arrival, he launched a swift attack, stabbing him in the chest before quickly fleeing in his car.
Seun died in hospital later that evening. A post-mortem examination found the cause of his death to be a single stab wound to the heart. Detective Chief Inspector Brian Howie, from the Met's Specialist Crime Command, said, "Seun's family and friends have faced a long and difficult wait for justice. We will never give up fighting for families like theirs who have lost their loved ones, no matter how much time has passed." Seun's mother said, "The impact on Seun's death has been horrific on me emotionally and physically. I have not allowed myself to be consumed by grief, to be beaten with bitterness and sorrow.
Since Seun's death, I feel that I have not grieved. I have not allowed myself to do so, especially in front of my children, as that would make them feel even more loss than they are having to deal with. The pain and loss of Shay's death will never leave me and has left me heartbroken. My heart currently works with one less valve. When I look at myself, I see a different reflection, a person that I don't recognize. When I see the pain on my children, it hurts more."
Jared has never shown any remorse or respect to me and the family for the murder of our eldest son. For our family there will be no more family events, no joint birthdays that I arrange. Shay will not meet new additions to our family. I will never have any grandchildren, and yet it's hard to say life goes on. I thank my friends and family for supporting me over these years, and thank the justice for Shay. Thank you for watching our crime update files from the UK. Maybe now is a good time to subscribe below this. Help us to expand or reach via YouTube. A man has been jailed for life, to serve a minimum of 12 years, for a serious assault in Walton last year. Peter Hogg, 43, of Haggerstone Road, Walton, was sentenced at Liverpool Crown Court on Friday, July 7 after being found guilty of causing grievous bodily harm with intent. Hogg pleaded guilty to a racially aggravated public order offense and assaulting an emergency worker in the same incident.
On Thursday, the 1st of December 2022, Hogg viciously attacked a man he knew in the street, knocking him unconscious. He then carried on his attack, twice banging his head against the concrete and punching him 30 times in the face, causing significant face and head injuries. Hogg was arrested the same day, and the victim was taken to hospital, where he still remains in a serious but stable condition. Detective Constable Joe Butterfield said, "This was a vicious assault that has sadly resulted in long-term injuries for the victim. The aggression and violence carried out by Hogg during this attack was truly shocking."
We hope Hogg's sentencing today gets the message out there that we will not tolerate such violence on our streets. If you witness any similar assaults or incidents, please contact police so we can continue to prevent such attacks. Detcon Butterfield added, "Domestic abuse is a shocking and reprehensible crime, and it is never acceptable, irrespective of who it affects."
Merseyside Police has a long-standing commitment to ensuring reports of domestic abuse are thoroughly investigated and offenders prosecuted. We are also committed to giving wraparound support to all survivors. We know that this is not an issue that the police can tackle alone, which is why we will continue to work with our partners to develop and use all available tools and practices to encourage people to report domestic abuse and offer them assistance when they do.